welcome to Hacker News. I'm DC and today we have the following topics to cover. New IoT exploits have been discovered, Project Zero hacks macOS, and Mozilla upgrades its privacy settings. It is becoming increasingly important to secure all of your devices, especially IoT-enabled devices, due to hackers gaining access via vulnerabilities. In a recent example, an unnamed North American casino was hacked via the IoT-enabled thermometer in a fish tank at the entrance of the casino, and network access was granted to the hackers. Once they were in, they managed to access the high roller database of gamblers and put the information to some cloud servers. IoT technology raises many concerns over new and creative cybersecurity threats, and this particular incident is a strong reminder for everyone that IoT devices are vulnerable to being hacked. Manufacturers of IoT devices often focus on usability and ease of access rather than focusing on the security aspects, so always take this into consideration when dealing with IoT-enabled devices. Google has disclosed a high severity flaw in Apple's macOS kernel. The proof of concept exploit of a high severity security vulnerability in the macOS operating system came out about after Apple failed to release a patch for known security flaws within 90 days, which then resulted in cybersecurity researchers in Google's Project Zero division to disclose the details. The flaw could allow attackers to bypass the copy on write functionality and cause unexpected changes to shared memory between processes. This would eventually lead to memory corruption attacks. According to the Project Zero researchers, Apple's macOS copy on write behavior works not only with anonymous memory, but also handles the page tables, as well as memory mappings. They also said that when a mounted file system image is mutated directly, this information is not propagated into the mounted file system. Apple is currently working with Project Zero team on a fix for the vulnerability. And finally in the news, Mozilla is scheduled to add a new user anti-fingerprinting technique to Firefox with the release of version 67, scheduled for mid-May this year. Called letterboxing, this new technique adds grey spaces to the sides of a web page when the user recognizes the browser window, which are then gradually removed after the window resize operation has finished. Advertising networks often sniff certain browser features, such as the window size, to create user profiles and track users as they resize their browser and move across new URLs and browser tabs. The general idea is that letterboxing will mask the window's real dimensions by keeping the window width and height at multiples of 200 pixels and 100 pixels during the resize operation, generating the same window dimensions for all users, and then adding a grey space at the top, bottom, left or right of the current page. The advertising code, which listens to window resize events, then reads the generic dimensions, sends the data to its server, and only after does Firefox remove the grey spaces using a smooth animation a few milliseconds later. In other words, letterboxing delays filling the newly resized browser window with the actual page content long enough to trick the advertising code into reading incorrect window dimensions. Letterboxing is currently available in Firefox Nightly and will be generally available for all users with the release of Firefox 67 in May. Thanks for watching the Hacker News. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment down the bottom there, or smash a subscribe. Catch you on the next one.